Chalo, let us solve sum number 2 from the problem set. Find the fourth term from the end. So this is from the end in an AP. Fine. So what AP is given here? So we have AP is minus 11, minus 8, minus 5, and the last term is 49. Okay. So from this information we can say that A is the first term, that is equal to T1 is minus 11, right? Term 2 is equal to minus 8, term 3 is equal to minus 5, and so on. Term n, okay, the last term, term n is equal to 49. Okay, fine. And what we have to find out? We have to find out the fourth term from the end. Fourth term from the end. So for that we'll have to first find out what is n, how many terms are there. Okay, so for finding out n, first we should know what is d. Okay, so what we have to find out? We have to find out what is n. For finding what is n, we have to first find out what is d. Okay, and once we get n, we have to find fourth term from the end. So n is the last term, n minus 1 is the second last term, n minus 2 is the third last term, and n minus 3 is the fourth last term. Okay, so we have to find n minus 4. Okay, for when we find n minus 4, then we can find the term, that is t n minus 4. Okay, so that term also we can find out. So ultimately that is what we have been asked. Okay, what we have to find out? We have to find out the fourth term from the last, from the end. So we have to find term n minus 4, that we have to find out. But for finding out this, first we have to find out d, then we have to find out what is n, and then we have to find out what is n minus 4. Okay, chalo. So for finding d, what we do? For finding d, we simply find the difference between the consecutive terms. Okay, so t2 minus t1, so that is minus 8, minus 11, so that will give us minus 8 plus 11, so that will be 3. Okay, so the value of d will be 3. Now do we have to do t3 minus t2 also? Not necessary, because here they are clearly saying that this is an AP. Okay, तर आपल्याला फक्त एक डिफरन्स फाइंड आउट केला तरी चालेल. So d is equal to 3. Fine. Now for finding now finding n, let us use the formula of Tn. Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1d. Okay, fine. So let us say that t2. Okay, we have this t2. Fine. No, t2 will give us t second. Let us say Tn is equal to 49, right? Tn is equal to 49. A is minus 11. Let me put it into bracket. Then n is 49 minus 1, and d we just found out is 3. Okay, fine. Oh, okay. Let me not write it like this, because 49 is the nth term. So I have written this incorrectly. Let me just erase this. Instead of 49, I will have to write n. Okay, because that is what we have to find out. n आपल्याला शोधायचं आहे. Okay, Tn is given 49, but n is not given. Chalo. So 49 is equal to minus 11 plus. Now can we multiply this? Yes, we can. So let us multiply this. 3 multiplied by n will be 3n, and 3 multiplied by minus 1 will be minus 3. Okay, so 49 is equal to, let us open the brackets now, 11 plus 3n minus 3. Okay, so therefore 49 is equal to minus 11 minus 3 will be minus 14 is equal plus 3n. So if we take this minus 14 on the left hand side, it will become addition. So 49 plus 14 will be equal to 3n. Okay. So I am just writing it here now. Okay. Now 49 plus 14 will be 63. Okay. So 63 is equal to 3n. Therefore n is equal to 63 divided by 3. Okay. This 3 when it goes, it will become division. So that will give us 21. Okay. So see, we have found out n also. So first we found out d, then we found out n. Now let us find out what is n minus 4. That is the fourth last term. So n minus 4 will be 21 minus, sorry, not 10 minus 4. It will be, here again I have made one mistake. It is not n minus 4. It is n minus 3. Okay. See, let me explain this. n is the last term. Okay. n हा शेवटचा टर्म आहे. The second last term. Okay. Second term from the end काय येणार? n minus 1. Okay. Third term from the end will be n minus 2 and fourth term from the end will be n minus 3. Okay. So आपल्याला n minus 3 शोधायचा आहे. So 21 minus 3 will be 18. 21 minus 3 will be 18. Okay. मग आपल्याला आता t n minus 3 पण मिळालेला. आता आपल्याला t n minus 3 शोधायचा आहे. Okay. What we have to find out? t n minus 3. Okay. So t n minus 3 we have to find out. So term t n minus 3, that is term 18 टर्म आपल्याला शोधायचं आहे. आता 18 टर्म शोधण्यासाठी आपण कोणता फॉर्म्युला वापरणार आहोत? तर tn चाच फॉर्म्युला वापरणार आहोत. वी आर गोइंग टू यूज द फॉर्म्युला ऑफ tn. सो t18 is equal to a is minus 11 plus n minus 1, that is 18 minus 1 bracket multiplied by 3 because d is equal to 3. Okay. So that will give us minus 11 plus 18 minus 1 is 17. 17 multiplied by 3. So minus 11 plus 17 3s are 51. Okay. So minus 11 plus 51 is plus 40. Fine. So the fourth term from the end is 40. Okay, in this particular AP. So that is our answer. Fine. Chalo. Let us go to the next sum. So now we are solving sum number 3 from the problem set section of chapter number 3, Arithmetic Progression. Okay. Sum number 3. In an AP, the 10th term is 46. So 10th term, that is Tn, they are given. Tn is equal to 46. Sum of 5th and the 7th term, that is T5 plus T7. Sum of T5 and T7 is given as 52, and we have to find the AP. Okay. Now for finding AP, we need A and D. Once we know what is A and what is D, we can find the AP. Okay. Chalo. So what is given? So first let us write what is given. Given is that 10th term, okay, of an AP, that is T10 is equal to 46, and the sum of 5th and the 7th term, that is T5 plus T7 is equal to 52. Okay. So these two things are given. Fine. And we have to find what is A and we have to find what is D, so that we can write the AP. Okay, so that we can write the AP. Fine. So for finding out A and D, here the formula that we are going to use is Tn formula. Okay, Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1d. This is the formula that we are going to use. Okay, no other way. Fine. So from regarding T10, so if it is T10, T10 will be A plus 10 minus 1 d. So that will be A plus 9d. Okay, A plus 9d. Fine. And we have been given that T10 is equal to 46. So we can write A plus 9d is equal to 46. Okay. So let us say that this is equation 1. A plus 9d is equal to 46. Fine. Now similarly we can write T5. Okay, T5 will be A plus 5 minus 1d. So that will be A plus 4d. Fine. And T7 will be A plus 7 minus 1d. So that will be A plus 6d. Okay. So from the given condition, A plus 4d, or let us first write that T5, given condition T5 plus T7 is equal to 52, right? So therefore now we can substitute T5 by A plus 4d and T7 by A plus 6d. So that is A plus 4d plus A plus 6d will give us 52. Okay, and that when we simplify, so let us write on the right hand side here now. Okay, so when we simplify, A plus A will become 2A, and 4d plus 6d will become 10d. So that will be equal to 52. That will be equal to 52. Okay. Now if we divide this entire thing by 2, okay, dividing by 2, what will we get? We will get 2a divided by 2 is a, plus 10d divided by 2 is 5d, and 52 divided by 2 is 26. Okay, so let us say this is equation 2. Fine. Now let us subtract equation 2 from 1. Okay, equation 2 from 1. So that is A plus 9d is equal to 46. Okay, minus A plus 5d is equal to 26. Fine. Now because there is minus outside, these signs will change. Okay, it will be minus, here also it will be minus, and here also it will be minus. Okay, so A minus A will give us 0, 9d minus 5d will give us 4d, and 46 minus 26 will give us 20. Okay, so therefore d will be 20 upon 4, that is equal to 5. Okay, so d value we got. Fine, d is equal to 5. Now substitute d is equal to 5 in equation 1. So equation 1 is A plus 9d is equal to 46. So A will be as it is. Now 9d, so instead of d we will write 5 is equal to 46. So that will give us A plus 9 5s are 45 is equal to 46. So A will be 46. This plus 45 will go on the right hand side, will become minus 45, and that will be 1. Okay, so A we got is 1. Fine. So now we have A and also we have D. So we can write the AP. So the first term of the AP will be T1 is equal to A, that is 1. Fine. T2 will be T1 plus D. T1 plus D, that is 1 plus 5. So that will be equal to 6. T3 will be T2 plus D, that is 6 plus 5, that will be 11. Similarly, T4 will be T3 plus D, so that will be 11 plus 5, that will be 16. Okay, so therefore the AP is 1, 6, 11, 16 and so on. That will be our answer. Okay, so this is the answer of sum number 3. Okay, so now let us solve sum number 4 from the problem set. The AP in which fourth term is minus 15 and ninth term is minus 30. Find the sum of first 10 numbers. Okay, chalo. So here what is given? So we know that fourth term, that is T4. Fourth term, that is T4, is minus 15. Minus 15. Okay, then term ninth, that is T9, is equal to minus 30. Minus 30. Fine. So these two things are given. Fine. What do we have to find? We have to find the sum of first 10 numbers. So that is, we have to find out sum of 10 numbers. S10 we have to find out. Okay, but now before we find S10, we must know what is the value of A, that is what is the first term, and we have to find the value of D, that is what is the common difference. Okay, so for finding A and D, we will have to use the given, that is T4 and T9. That information we have to use. Okay, chalo. So for that, let us start with the Tn formula. We know that Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 D. Okay, so from this we can say that T4 is equal to A plus 4 minus 1 D. Okay, so that will be A plus 3D. Fine. And T9, ninth term will be A plus 9 minus 1D. Okay, so that will be A plus 8D. A plus 8D. Fine. Now from the given information, it is given that T4 is equal to A plus 3D. So that is T4 is equal to minus 15. So we can say that A plus 3D is equal to minus 15. Okay. Similarly, the ninth term, that is A plus 8D, is equal to minus 30. Okay. Here by mistake I have written 5. It is not 5. It is minus 15. 1 5. Okay. So now these two equations we are having. Okay. So let us say this is equation 1. Let us say this is equation 2. So let us subtract equation 1 from 2. Okay, so if we subtract 1 from 2, we have A plus 8D is equal to minus 30 and A plus 3D is equal to minus 15. Okay, so when we are subtracting, the signs change. So this plus A will become minus A, plus 3D will become minus 3D, and minus 15 will become plus 15. So A minus A will be 0, 8D minus sorry 8D minus 3D will be 5D plus 5D, and minus 30 plus 15 will be minus 15. Okay, Right? So with this much information, we can now say that therefore D is equal to minus 15 upon 5. So that will give us minus 3. So D we got minus 3. Okay. Now let us substitute this value of D. Substitute D is equal to minus 3 in any of the equation we can put. Let us put it in equation 1. Okay. So our equation 1 is A plus 3D. Now D is minus 3. So I am directly writing minus 3 is equal to minus 15. So that gives us A 3. 3 minus 3 is minus 9. 3 multiplied by minus 3 is minus 9. So that will give us A minus 9 is equal to minus 15. So therefore A will be minus 15 plus 9. This 9 when it comes on this side it will become plus. So minus 15 plus 9 will give us minus 6. Okay. So now we have what is D, we have what is A. Fine. So with the help of this information we can find out the S10. Okay. So what is the formula for Sn? Sn formula is n upon 2 bracket 2a plus n minus 1d. So this formula we have to use. So S10, we have to find the sum of first 10 numbers. So that is 10 upon 2. 10 upon 2 bracket 2a. So a is minus 6 plus n is a 10 minus 1 and d is minus 3. Okay, so this information we have. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. 2 multiplied by minus 6 is minus 12. 10 minus 1 is 9 and that 9 will be multiplied by minus 3. So that will give us 5 bracket minus 12 plus 9 minus 3 will be minus 27. Okay, minus 27. Let me put a square bracket here. Okay, so I am writing it here now. Fine, I guess this much space will be enough. Therefore Sn is equal to 5. It is not Sn, it is S10 that we are finding out. So S10 is equal to 5 bracket minus 12 minus 27, right? Minus 12 minus 27. So that will be equal to 5 multiplied by minus 12 minus 27 will be minus 39. Okay, so let us multiply them then. 9 5s are 45, so 4 carry. 9 3s are 15 plus 4 is 19 and there is a minus sign, so minus sign. Okay, fine. So in this AP the sum of first 10 numbers, the sum of first 10 numbers is minus 195. So that is our answer. Okay, chalo.